In this question, I have to find the midpoint of the line joining points A and B. Now you can do this with a formula, however it may be difficult to remember under exam conditions, so I'm going to show you another technique which will be quite useful as well when we come to part 2. So we will begin by simply writing down the coordinates. Now I have to find the midpoint, which I know is in the middle, so therefore I'm going to put it in the middle. So write down A, M, and B. So my technique obviously to find the midpoint is to add up the x coordinates and then the y coordinates. So the minus 1 plus 3 will give you 2, the 6 add minus 2 is 4, and simply divide by 2. This will give me the coordinate 1, 2. When I get to part 2, this time I'm given the midpoint. So again, using the formula, this could be a little bit complicated. So what I'm going to do is just use the same technique that I used in part 1. So again, I put M in the middle and write down the coordinates of what I know. Now, when I look at part 1, there's a pattern going on with the values that I get. I'm just going to slip the answer that I got in. Now, if I observe the pattern on the x-coordinates to get from minus 1 to 1 and then 1 to 3, the pattern is simply to add 2. If I look at the y-coordinates, do the same thing to get from 6 to 2 and then 2 to minus 2. The pattern this time is to subtract 4. So I can use this result and this observation in part 2. So when I look at the pattern to get from C to M, I simply have to add 3. So therefore, that gives me the value 7 for the x-coordinate. And to get from minus 1 to 1, I add 2. 1 plus 2 is 3. And that gives me the coordinate of D.